Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today doing a player spotlight on Adam Shaheen. Before we get that started, again, we're all Bears fans, so we can agree and disagree respectfully. Hopefully, we all want the Bears to win. And I have to say, I'm very disappointed in a lot of Bears fans online. Most probably saw the Madden video I put up. It was clearly a joke. I thought I put enough in there to make it seem like it was a joke, but you would not imagine the amount of online comments I got and stuff. Just absolutely people pissed off. And it just confirmed kind of what I thought. A lot of people just read the titles and don't actually know what they're replying to. And so there's people that will go back and forth. And it's like, well, based off what you're saying, I know you clearly didn't watch the video and you didn't listen to the episode. And so that was kind of sad. That social experiment was failed by a lot of Bears fans. And I always say, on this channel, we want better Bears fans. If other people want a cheerleader, they want me to sit here and only say positive things about the Bears. If they want somebody that's just going to, rah-rah them up and not talk actual football, then this might not be the channel for you. I'm not going to do hot takes and headlines. Like, I'm just going to give you the most authentic deal that I can regarding football in the Chicago Bears. And so if you're looking for something else, then I guess there's another channel, because I like better Bears fans. And better Bears fans actually look at the stuff that they're going to comment on. And so there we go. Anyway, Adam Shaheen, let's start with the numbers. The only number that matters is 11 starts officially out of 2 seasons. He hasn't been really available for us. And so in that sense, it feels kind of like Kevin White. Now, of course, everybody's going to be like, oh, Kevin White, no. Of course, we saw in hindsight what happened, and he never was able to stay healthy. But Adam Shaheen at least is seeming like he's on that trend, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, to me, it's just a case of hasn't been available, and we don't really know what his ceiling can be. And a lot of Bears fans, just like Kevin White, are just calling him a bust just because he hasn't been out there. Now, for me, I feel like it's a little different, because we at least got to see some game action. And from what I've seen, he's exactly what was promised. And that's why I don't get what a lot of people are saying Shaheen is disappointing. Is it disappointing that he hasn't been able to play? Yes. Is he a disappointing player? No, because this is a case where you have to separate stats from actual ability. And watching the film, he's a good tight end. Look, he is what this NFL is at tight end. They don't have to be great to be great. You know what I mean? They go out there, they already got the size mismatch. If you got the size and athletic skill, then you're going to beat most of the guys you go up against. And then you're going to be able to be a red zone threat as well, which is what Shaheen was aiming to be in his rookie year. And so it doesn't take a whole lot to succeed at tight end. Like, you shield off the defenders to make the tough catches. Any type of yak you get is nice, but really you just roam the middle of the field. You sit in the dead zones, and the quarterback finds you for huge chunk plays. And that's pretty much it. And then you got next level guys that are great route runners like a Travis Kelce, but for the most part, all the top tier tight ends don't even have to do a whole lot. And so we want him to block as well, though. And they say that he's getting better at that. We'll see. But my point is, when he's on the field, he's perfectly fine. I like what he adds. Like, he adds some Trey Burton doesn't, as I talked about. Burton, as we all know, is pretty much just a little bit bigger receiver. That's pretty much all he is. And he can do a lot of things within our offense, which is nice. But I think Shaheen adds a double threat to it. And so a lot of people are getting enamored with the 2 tight end sets again, which is hilarious. But they're getting enamored with that in college. You're starting to see it a little bit in the NFL as the trend. And I do think, if you ask me, Ertz and Goddard versus Trey Burton and Shaheen, fully healthy. I think we could do just as much as they do. And Burton is a way better athlete than any of the other three, so we probably could even do a little more. And that's just not hyperbole. That's just talking about skill set. And so for me, I think Shaheen's perfectly fine as a player. He's been hurt, but it's like, what do you want him to do? That's why I don't understand when fans start getting up in arms about, injuries and like, oh man, he sucks, or oh, he needs to show us more. Like, show you what? That he can't get hurt? I mean, obviously, as I always say, I don't think any player is walking around saying, yeah, I'm gonna go get hurt today. No, like, we don't know small things like if he's taking care of his body, is he stretching properly, all that stuff. We don't know those things. But by and large, injuries don't just, they don't just happen where people are looking for them. So I can't blame Shaheen. I mean, injuries happen. It's a physical sport. So for me, going forward, if he is healthy, I do expect big numbers. I mean, not big numbers, because again, our receiving core is so spread out. But I expect him to definitely get in the mix. What I would like to see is something like 6 or 7 touchdowns, because if you have to worry about him and Cohen and Burden in the end zone, I like that, and I like that threat that it gives the defense. But that's the only thing I would really expect is some good end zone targets if he's healthy. But if he's not healthy, I mean, I'm not going to fault the guy like some of these other fans. And so, as far as a player, I lay him a starter. I think he definitely has like fringe starter material because we don't do 2 tight end sets all the time. But I give him a starter grade alongside with Burden. All right, so go to the comment section. Let me know what you think about Adam Shaheen. What are you expecting from him going forward? Share it around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.